love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running.
Welcome to another edition of Coach's Corner, my tips for parents today about pitchers, specifically young pitchers. How young? Let's start with 8 through 18. My name is Walter Beede, aka Baseball Lifer, here on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Baseball Lifer 11, all one word. You can help me out before we get started with hitting the subscription button. I'm noticing we have a lot of people watching, but not a lot of people subscribing. So it really helps me. The more subscribers, the more views this video and many of my other videos will get, thanks largely due to the YouTube platform, which will take subscriptions and likes and comments and kind of through the analytic algorithm, so to speak, and spread the word. So anything you could do today, hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, hit the bell, let me know. That will let you know when I'm releasing a new video. Today, we're going to talk about something that's very near and dear to my heart as a dad. Not going to talk so much as a college coach or an instructor. I'm going to talk about as a dad. One of the first things I did when both of my boys began to take an interest with pitching, as many people do across the country, is I began to seek out, watch back in the old days, the early days of the internet, Tom House. I was fortunate enough to meet Tom with regard to my youngest son, Tyler, out on the West Coast. I've talked with him on the phone. I've met with him in person. But I always wanted to kind of get his feedback when it came to pitching. I'm also going to give you my personal feelings, my personal opinions as to how I feel with young pitchers. The question came in, how do you feel about pitchers working off of mounds during the off season, let's say from late October through the late part of the winter, February, March? Well, the first thing is I am a big proponent of three things. One, playing catch all year round, that's fine. Play more catch, pitch less. Play catch with a football, play catch with a softball, play catch with a tennis ball, play catch with a baseball. Playing catch is okay. Playing catch is the equivalent of walking. We count steps, but we don't count, they're not stressful. If we run, that's stressful. If we pitch, that's stressful. The other thing is pitching on a mound. I'm a big proponent of staying off a mound for about 3 or 4 months, because that's going to lead to one thing: pitching. We can play catch on flat ground. We can play catch inside. We can play catch outside. Let's talk about pitching. Pitching is the craft of throwing. So every time you play catch, there should be some intent of throwing with a purpose, meaning throwing to location, whether that's aiming to a guy's nose, chin, a logo on the front, a logo on the hat. Have some intent for a young thrower. That's very important. The other thing is just to understand, to utilize the ground as a power generator. You know, a lot of young players are Frankenstein and they wobble back and forth. When if you think about a starter's block as a sprinter and you use the ball of your right foot if you're a right-handed thrower, left if you're a left-hand thrower, and gaining ground and gaining energy and gaining power, that's important to teach to young throwers. In the future weeks and months to come, as we get closer to baseball season, I'm going to do some indoor sessions and I'm going to break down some pitching lessons, things that I did with both Kyle and Tyler. And I'm also going to have Tyler join me in a couple of future videos as it relates to the craft of pitching. And so, again, today, throwing off of a mound, not necessary during the off season. Play catch often, play catch with a purpose. But don't worry about pitching. Don't take pitching lessons. They're overrated from the ages of 8 to, say, 13 or 14. If your son is in high school and his high school season starts in February, have him start taking pitching off of the mound during the months of January, maybe even late December. Always remember one key word when it comes to pitching, throwing, etc., and that word is progression. Always utilize progression. Start here, ramp up as you're going into your throwing season or competitive season. If you like the topic that we talked about today, that I talked about today, please give it a thumbs up, Also, spread the word, share it, tell people, let them know. Baseball Lifer on YouTube. You might want to follow it. Don't leave here without hitting that subscribe button, and I mean it. I'm watching. I'm paying attention right here.